I declare the congregation open. Members of the university, guests, but especially all of you graduating here today, it is an enormous pleasure for me to welcome you here in person to this very, very special occasion. Graduations are inherently a special occasion. They're a time to reflect. There are at points times to be solemn, but above all, this is a time for celebration. And as we welcome Lancaster University graduands today, and the process of this ceremony turns graduands into graduates, I am conscious that in the almost 60 years of this great university's history, I don't think there has ever been a generation of graduands assembled who collectively have been through so much in their education to reach this point. And if I just think about English students coming here at 18 when they started. Before that, that had been the same cohort who'd been the experimental cohort of GCSE grading system, going from letters to numbers, if you remember back to that. That was the generation when lockdown happened, was thrown into the uncertainty of would the A-levels take place, then they wouldn't. Then the grades were algorithmically assigned and university places offered. Then they were revisited with teacher-assigned grades, and some universities changed their offers accordingly, not us. We stuck to our guns. Then COVID hit proper with lockdowns, sporadic bursts of industrial action, COVID-imposed restrictions, blended learning, and so much more. And as I say, that is just the experience of UK-based undergraduates. But graduating today, we have PhD students who had to undertake their research during those same times. And just a word about our PhD students. We have them seated at the front row here. In order to get a PhD, you have to do something truly extraordinary. You have to discover something that nobody else has discovered. And having made that discovery, you have to publicize it and you have to defend it against the world's experts. It's a truly singular accomplishment. We also had, through that time, as we have today with us, international students who experienced all of those COVID restrictions away from home in an unfamiliar context. So it has been truly a tough experience for many of our students. I say that with some personal conviction, as you may have picked up. Not only, of course, as a member of staff watching our students go through that, but also as a parent. My own son is part of the 2023 graduating cohort, so I've watched those struggles as a parent and am hugely proud of his achievements, although he wasn't lucky enough to go to Lancaster. We also have with us today an Alumni Award winner, Vanessa Gangwin. And I'm really delighted to welcome you back to the campus today. And we'll hear a little bit more about your terrific accomplishments later. So whether you're receiving an undergraduate degree, a doctoral degree, whatever, I'm offering you my sincere congratulations. Now, degree ceremonies, as you can probably see from the way we're all dressed up, are formal occasions. But above all, they are occasions to be enjoyed. And so let me encourage you at the appropriate points in the ceremony to enthusiastically applaud our graduates as they go across the stage. It's a real day of celebration, and given where we are in the day, I dare say it's a celebration that will be extending into the night for many of you. And today, you who are graduating are claiming what you have earned. Nothing was easily obtained. A graduation ceremony recognises that significant commitment that you've made to your studies and to your chosen field. And I think of the steps that are taken across the stage in two aspects. As you step towards me, those represent the steps of progress that you've made in arriving to now graduating. But then, having shaken my hand, you then move on. And that's the other element of a graduation. You are taking your next steps into a new future for yourselves, a future as a Lancaster graduate. So as you do those steps across the stage, despite the temptation to rush it and get it over and done with, I do encourage you to take your time to soak up the applause. It is for you. It is your time of celebration. As you move on, you then join that throng of Lancaster graduates who've come from virtually every corner of the world, and you join a network of graduates who will provide support, encouragement, advice, and friendship throughout your lives. Do please keep in touch with us as you move on from here. Our students, our graduates, are amongst our finest ambassadors, and it's our hope that wherever your future takes you, you will continue to represent Lancaster University in all you do, and I know how committed you will be to your communities. You will be building the reputation of this university by your acts wherever you are, taking our name with you where you go. While you do that, we will be working hard to keep up our end of the bargain, ensuring the enduring qualification and its value that you've achieved today. That can be measured in league table performance, and this is a university that shines in domestic and international league tables alike. Now 122nd in the world out of more than 1,000 universities ranked in the Times Higher ranking, for example. Our ambition, of course, is to be higher yet. Just as significantly as you move on from this university, you will have left your mark. Our graduands, for example, have in no small measure, and through your urging, driven us towards being more sustainable in all that we do. In addition to the wind turbine that you may have seen on the M6, we now have plans in foot to build a photovoltaic farm. We're already amongst the best of all universities UK-wide in our generation of renewable energy, and we continue to do that, further reducing our emissions from heating and from electricity. And we're committed to being carbon neutral by 2035. And we're embedding our commitment to sustainability, not just in the curriculum that we teach, but also in the research that we do. We are involved in sustainability projects throughout the world. And sustainability is just one aspect of the many things that we do as a university. We're equally committed to the region that we find ourselves in, the city and the Northwest. And you too have led the way in doing that. Many of you in this room will have been involved in volunteering projects in the city. And many of you will go on to support the city in your future lives, some staying here for a career. You may be setting up spin-out companies. You may be working in our hospitals. You may have been involved in the project to bring Eden to Morecambe. And some of you on the stage and some of you here as students graduating will become involved in the Morecambe Bay curriculum, which is a project to transform the education of students in the region, giving them the skills to look after themselves, but also the planet too. And our excellence is revealed in more than sustainability research. It's involved in many of our interdisciplinary projects, which are tackling world-leading and world-challenging problems. And we are a university that has that global focus. We're a university that has overseas campuses, and what you see today is only a small fraction of what Lancaster University is doing. Our campuses are in China, in Germany, and Ghana, and just next week we'll be going to Malaysia to graduate a further many hundreds of students. Beyond that, we have regional partnerships with FE colleges and a new activity in Manchester, University Academy 92, making a Lancaster University degree accessible to talented people wherever they are throughout the world. So, as we graduate students here, it is worth bearing in mind that more of a third of our students, some 8,000 in number, are taking Lancaster University degrees overseas and may never set foot in Lancaster, though they are strongly encouraged to do so. And that global commitment worldwide is also reflected to the talent that we bring from all over the world here. And we are enormously proud of our international students who've come from, at latest count, more than 183 countries, bringing a rich diversity. And that is complemented by an international staff base too. We see in our education and in our research the enormous benefits of having a global outlook. And it prepares our students for a life in an increasingly global and connected society. But while I can boast about Lancaster's accomplishments, in the end, a university is fundamentally about people. And the success that we celebrate today in our graduands as they graduate has behind it, I'm sure, in each individual, a story of support and encouragement that has come from family, from friends, from a partner, from academic staff and professional staff who've encouraged and supported you through the tough times. And while we are focusing rightly on you today, our graduates, do take time at some point in the day to thank those who've supported you through your journey. I'm sure their encouragement has, in the tough times, made a real difference over the last few years. I'm so delighted that so many of you are able to be here today to support people who are graduating. So as I conclude, you're joining a special community as you graduate today. You will become now one of 170,000 people who have graduated from Lancaster University. And becoming an alumni is a very significant thing. You join a community that expresses the very best of today's world. Many of you will go on to be high achievers in a variety of different spheres, to be great thinkers, world leaders. But more important than all of that, all of you, I hope, will carry with you Lancaster's values, a real focus on people, building communities, respect, and making a positive impact to those around you, people who genuinely care. And as you make that difference in communities, locally and globally, in industry and in charity, in private companies and public services, you will find yourselves just as you came, from different backgrounds, and you'll find yourself going into different parts of the world, doing very different things. But what Lancaster will have done is drawn you together with a single common history. And so when you leave, you will take something of Lancaster with you. Memories, I'm sure, the friendships that you've made, memories of the staff who've supported you. There is even a chance that you may take some of the knowledge that you've gained while here. But above all, what I hope that you take away from Lancaster is what you've learnt about yourselves, that if you persevere, it will pay off, that if you follow your dreams, you will achieve great things. So congratulations once again. I wish you all the very best for your future lives, whatever paths they take. Thank you.
Please, may all PhD graduands of the Faculty of Science and Technology stand. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of the Faculty of Science and Technology who are worthy to receive higher degrees of the university. Please note that I will be reading out the graduand's name and also the title of their thesis. If we could hold off on the applause until I've read out both their name and the title. Thank you in advance. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Chiara Caparini, Infant Information Processing across the Visual Field. Xiaoyun Chen, The Cognitive and Neural Mechanisms of Curiosity about Visual Uncertainty. Heather Marie Hensela Kozashenko, Children's Developing Moral Concern for Animals. Abby Morono, using non-verbal mimicry to influence information elicitation through the process of closeness. Megan Polden, an investigation of inhibitory control and attention processes in Alzheimer's disease. Please may all PhD graduates of the Faculty of Science and Technology stand.
By my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I confer upon these members of the Faculty of Science and Technology the higher degrees for which they've been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. Well done.
Please may all Griesdale College graduates who have completed the following programs stand: Master in Arts, Master of Chemistry, Master of Physics, Master of Psychology, Master in Science, and Bachelor of Arts. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of Griesdale College who have completed first degrees of the university. For the degree of Master of Chemistry, Leon Thomas Evans. Eleanor Bernadette Sherritt. For the degree of Master of Physics, Kiera Bryony Bernardo. Pascal Heather Desmet. Rhiannon Fletcher Stones. Alex Michael Sherlock. James Anthony Smith. Molly Webster. For the degree of Master of Psychology, Kiera Durston. Madalena Elsbeta Lulek. For the degree of Master in Science, Hannah Grace Brooks. Nathan James Daniels. Emma Kate Drinkwater. Victoria Maria Dudek. Hope Iona Duncan. Rebecca Lauren Everett. Louise Frankland. Daniel Jordan Johnson. Ari Jones. Bethany Jane Lindley Garrick. Sky Amber McGreevy. William Robert Newton. Daniel James Scott. Charlie Harrison Rutherford Sr. Neha Nailis Shah. James William Shaw. Alexander Harry Smith-Prosser. David Paul Spencer. Jack Watson. Eleanor Whittingham. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Ruth Adujuma. Ines Anisimova. Daniel James Archer. Jasmine Audon. Yeah. Thank you. Callum Banthorpe. Ella Louise Barber. Rachel Barnes. Ruben Bennett. Harrison Boak. Philippa Mary Jane Bowers. Anna Bryant. Stephen John Brown. Zanab Bukhari. Vladimir Buchuta. Jack Warwick Bunker. Daniel Dawn Burrows Hodge. Adam Cadwallader. Amelia Cairns. David Calvache Cañadas. Gemma Churchill. Theo Colvin. Max Cranston Corbett. Charles Creed. Oliver Cross. George Eliot Henry. Cara Cullip. Ella Rebecca Ditchfield. Alex Doherty. Catherine Elizabeth Ellis. Zach James Fisher. Nathan Gaskill. Charlie Oswald Gill. Thomas William Charles Gray. Max William Green. Lucy May Greenham. Bethany Lily Grimwood. Grace Charlotte Gudgeon. Kyle James Hall. Rosie Jane Hammond. Chloe May Harris. Megan Elizabeth Harris. Natasha Jane Hartman. Victoria Alexandra Hernandez Villalobos. Harry Matthew Philip Hewitt. Jasmine Hewitt. Abigail Horsfall. Mei Sing Chen Huang. Jake Morgan Hughes. Eleanor Johnston. Catriona Grace Jolly. Joseph Francis Jones. Tobias Jones. Did I say that else? Yeah. Noah S. Katz. Mariam Shifa Khan. Lucy Hannah Kirkpatrick. William Comma. Olivia Lack. Matthew Todd Langley. William Austin Layton. Zara Lelu. Elise Lowe. Evie Catherine Lynch. Katie McKinnon. Ella Grace Malin. Joe Maynard. Hannah McIntyre. Ava McMeeking. Morgan Ophelia Medway. James Milburn. Amelia Morehouse. Aisha Munshi. Graham Frank Morga. Ella Olivia Myatt. Jessica Marie Nesbitt. Katja Sophia Nobrega Capontos. Harris David Parsec Atkinson. Lucy Ann Pickstock. Elizabeth Rose Pimblett. Annabelle Reed. Jessica Margaret Reeves. Okay. Cameron Kevin Rich. Ellie Grace Robbins. Timothy Rocker. Marisa Rocha Carvalho. Madison Francesca Ruocco. Monty Roussel. Carolina Savitska. Catherine Rebecca Scruton. Maria Rita Silva Boaventura Figueiredo. Amy Smart. Emily Kate Sugden. Joshua William Sumner. Kezia Rachel Nolan Tierney. Esther Ilona Tott. Matthew James Trotman. Samuel Turner. Joshua Chester Upton. Max James Isaac Vardy. Poppy Claire Waddington. Alana Bryony Walker. Olivia Wallace. Lily Margaret Ward. Mia Alexandra Wyman. George Benjamin Wilkinson. Lauren Karras Wilson. Georgia Lauren Young. Iwen Chu. Linga Yang. Reginald Yeomans. And Hannah Woodman. Please may all, oh, where shall I wait for that one? Please may all Griesdale College graduates who have completed the following programs stand: Master in Arts, Master of Chemistry, Master of Physics, Master of Psychology, Master in Science, and Bachelor of Arts.
By my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I confer upon these members of Griesdale College the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations. Well done, all of you.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Vanessa Gangwin for the award of Outstanding Alumna of the Year. Vanessa is a distinguished member of an alumni community that, as we have heard, numbers over 170,000 members across the globe. As we recognise her achievements through this award, we also acknowledge and celebrate the wider successes of all Lancaster graduates and the important part they continue to play in the life of our university. Vanessa Gangwin is one of the UK's most highly respected immigration lawyers and, since 2020, the managing partner of her eponymous law firm, Vanessa Gangwin Immigration Law. Over the last quarter of a century, she has developed an outstanding record for acting in cases involving complex human rights issues. At a time when immigration is barely out of the news, and set against a background marked by Brexit and the COVID pandemic, the laws governing this area are becoming increasingly challenging to navigate. It is in this context that Vanessa has built a reputation for speed, thoroughness, and innovation, all delivered with compassion and human decency, a quality not always present in conversations about immigration. Vanessa graduated from Lancaster with a degree in law and a determination to work on the compassionate side of the profession. She suggests she plumped for this career path because her mum told her to. Testing her interest at the age of 17 by turning down party invites from friends, instead she would sit alone in her room reading A.V. Dicey's The Law of the Constitution cover to cover. She decided that if she could enjoy a tome as dry as this, then maybe she was cut out to be a lawyer. On leaving Lancaster, Vanessa took a job with the Immigration Advisory Service. After 4 years, she moved to become a trainee solicitor with the law firm Irving & Co. Rising from trainee to partner in just 4 years, she handled hundreds of immigration, human rights and asylum applications, appeals and judicial reviews, achieving great success rates in her cases and seeing some of them reach the Court of Appeal. After an interlude as senior immigration consultant, Vanessa joined Laura Devine Solicitors and Attorneys, again working her way up to partner of the firm. She continued to hone her skills in immigration and human rights cases, managing corporate immigration and founding the firm's appeals and refusals team. After showing an early talent as a legal trainer, she also managed the firm's internal and external training programs. Having developed an enviable reputation in her specialist field, Vanessa branched out with the launch of Gangwin Samatan, building a UK practice to complement the firm created by Paul Samatan in the United States. Vanessa took the role of senior partner and head of immigration, working with a variety of clients from multinationals and SMEs to individuals and families on cases involving UK, European and US immigration law. In January 2020, Vanessa took a further step towards independence with the establishment of her current firm. A tireless champion for decency and compassion with an impeccable record of service, her work is consistently highly rated in Chambers Legal 500, helping both businesses and individuals as they negotiate the complex processes that underpin the UK's immigration system. Vanessa has become a go-to expert on immigration issues for companies in the fintech, manufacturing, entertainment and arts industries, as well as a sought-after expert for the media and government, and her legal opinions are highly regarded in the sector. Vanessa Gangwin's achievements should act as a reminder of the success that is possible with commitment and dedication. Our world faces so many challenges, far more indeed than when each of you first arrived at Lancaster. When you leave here today, you will have the chance to make a real difference by putting the things you've learned to good use. Whatever your path, whatever opportunities and obstacles you face, like Vanessa and many other alumni before you, be the best that you can be for yourselves, your families, and the wider communities in which you live and work. Vice-Chancellor, it is my honour to present Vanessa Gangwin for the award of Outstanding Alumna of the Year.
Vice-Chancellor, fellow members of the university, honoured guests, I'm truly delighted to be accepting the Outstanding Alumni of the Year award. I'm also very grateful indeed to be standing here 31 years after graduating with an LLB honours law degree, celebrating your successes after what I'm sure has been a very fun 3 years, packed full of memories of Lancaster, as fabulous as those I still enjoy looking back on. You have reached a key milestone in your lives, and you should be very proud of yourselves. Huge congratulations. At the end of 3 years of mastering essays, exams, laundrettes and lie-ins, you'll be feeling a mix of emotions: pride at your academic achievements, trepidation about what new adventures lie ahead for you, worrying about whether the luxury of lie-ins will be now a thing of the past, and whether you'll stay in touch with the great friends that you've made. Let me reassure you on the latter, you will stay in touch with the ones who count. I'm conscious as I stand here of the many brilliant careers this university has launched, and excited for you as you leave Lancaster, this tiny city with a great big heart, to launch your own brilliant careers all over the world. What better launchpad than Lancaster University? You did exceptionally well to get in, and now you graduate from an institution consistently ranked among the UK's top universities. You all deserve a round of applause, as do the brilliant academic staff Lancaster University has assembled. You also deserve a round of drinks, so I'll keep this short. The day I graduated in law in the Great Hall here back in 1992, I would never have imagined the possibility of running my own law firm. Being sat where you are now was a huge achievement for me in itself. There weren't that many who went to university at my school, and I never at any point took my journey for granted, and I hope you don't either. My only other tips for you are: always be enthusiastic about what you choose to spend your time on. Do it with love. Always be prepared to outwork others. Keep hold of the academic skills and the intellectual curiosity that brought you to this point today, and never stop learning. I've never stopped, neither should you. I chose to learn law mostly, as has been said, because my mum told me to. I did sit on my bed at age 17 and read A.V. Dicey's The Law of the Constitution, probably the only book I could find in Stafford Library at the time, from cover to cover instead of going to the pub with my friends like a normal teenager. And as has been said as well, if I decided if I could enjoy that dry read, I might be cut out for studying law. I was one of those kids who constantly said, "It's not fair," to my parents, and I had a burning sense of injustice. I still do today, although I later realised the law is not always about what is fair. I chose to read law at Lancaster University because the course was relatively colourful and progressive, with exciting modules such as gender in the law, accident compensation in the law, and critical analysis of the law. And I got to do my dissertation in human rights, which in the early 90s was quite unusual. Not so much now, of course. I did my Law Society finals at Chester College of Law, and then, as most other immigration lawyers will tell you, I happened upon immigration law quite by accident. An opportunity came up at a service offering free advice, and I took it. I soon realised that in immigration, every case is unique, deeply personal, and life-changing to the people seeking to establish lives, work, and businesses in the UK. For some clients fleeing persecution, it really is a matter of life and death. I trained to become a partner at a legal aid practice, working largely on asylum and human rights cases. I always loved the fact that it was your client against the might of the state, whether this was taking apart a questionable Home Office decision or challenging an adverse decision of a tribunal in a judicial review or in the Court of Appeal. It all appealed to my sense of fairness. I now face different challenges working in commercial immigration, yet whether representing individuals, families, or companies, we are always up against constant law and policy changes. Immigration is a political football, always in the news, whether it's people's right to claim asylum in the UK or the country's post-Brexit skills shortages. There really is no other area of law where legislation evolves pretty much on a daily basis. And so for me, the learning can never stop. And I think I learnt a lot about critical thinking and intellectual curiosity from Lancaster University's law department, skills which are absolutely vital in law. My time in this welcoming city, much of it spent working in its characterful pubs and bars, also taught me confidence, communication, and importantly, how to listen, also critical for a career in law, whether working with refugees or CEOs of blue-chip companies. I won't delay your graduation celebrations any further, You may be planning to show off at least one of Lancaster's characterful bars yourself to your friends and families. Apart from wishing you all every success in the next chapter of your stories which you are about to write. And I do hope you also take all that learning, all the critical thinking, all the friendships I'm sure you've made with fellow students from different backgrounds, and let the openness, camaraderie, and tolerance of Lancaster University always inform you on your journeys. In a world which may at times seem more hostile, more divided, and more cruel than what you have enjoyed here, but a world with many exciting opportunities for you to shape it for the better.
Please may all Griesdale College graduates who have completed the following programme stand: Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Laws. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of Griesdale College who have completed first degrees of the university. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Alicia Kathleen Benton. Thomas Crawford. Joshua Jack Hugh Denton. Kautar Hubad. Stephanie Humphreys. Matthew Melling. Lucas Palmer. Veronica Rachalska. Thomas Rushton. Thomas James Slay. Charles Ross Leighton Wild. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Alice Sophia Armitage. Lauren Georgia Banner. Gemma Louise Boltwood. Kieran Boyd. Molly Burke. Alexandra Kia Colcutt. Alexandru Catanescu. Howie Yunyo Chan. Manu Chung. Leah Helena Clayton. Mia Bethan Collins. Rosie Cook. Vega Cotta Odilis. George Aaron Cowgill. Okay. James Cribb. Joshua Oren Crichton. Rebecca Charlotte Crouch. Aishan Yu Daz, sorry. Dylan Michael Davis. Samuel Christopher Davis. Samuel Luke Davis. Lee Jamie DeSico. Samuel Doughty. Vanya Grace Every. Bethan Eve Edwards. Matthew Robin Elston. Morgan Evans. Rebecca Karen Fenelon. James Andrew Fergus. Anna Ferreira Polo. Olivia May Futrell. Jake William Fitzsimons. Charlotte Ferber. Lucy Jo Gate. Sophie Elizabeth Gilliard. Carmen Gomez Centurion Golmeo. Imogen Scarlett Graham. Jack Frederick Gray. Katie Hellard. John Cameron Harper. Eleanor Haycock. Ella Hayden Tubbs. Catherine Lydia Rose Hilbert. Annie Claire Hine. Jack Oliver Holder. Zoe Huff. Benjamin Hughes. Rachel Ivory. Marina Junkosa Shaw. Emily Kirkham. Esther Jane Kitching. Kajan Kugatharson. Eleanor Jane Langley. Michael Langsford. Amelia Lewis. Sarah Lockett. Georgia Louise Lonsdale. Owen Lonsdale. Isabel Jade Lowe. Carly Manton. Maria Martinez Torrezilas. Eleanor Alice Maston. Abigail Jane McCraw. Carla Miller. Megan Claire Mitchell. Amy Oldham. Peter Anthony Owen. Lauren Packer. Jessica Sarah Parkinson. Antonio Perdomo Bolaños. Charlotte Emma Platt. Svetlana Plamenova Popova. Daisy Quincy Brooke. Georgia Rattigan. Abby Richardson. Andrew Roberts. Pa Saxena. Sevi Rafiq Shaib. Archie Edward Shepherd. Dylan Smith. Emily Lauren Smith. Carolina Suarez Magalash. Harriet Eloise Thompson. Lois Neve Thorns. Sophia Tokani Diaz. Leon Robin Turner. Sadai. David Sadai. Alexandra Vero. James William Walker. Miles Robert Walker. Eleanor Elizabeth Walters. Benjamin Whiting. Eleanor Grace Whittle. Sophie Louise Wilde. Hannah Rosa Alex Wilson. Georgia Caroline Woolhouse. Joseph Young. Zheng Zhang. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Abdul Rahman Muhammad Al-Naimi. Gada Hamed Abdallah Al-Hadali. Paulina Magdalena Antoniewicz. Edward Russell Beaumont Dickety. Enea Bakiri. Samantha Alice Corley. William Luke Collins. Alexandria Cook. Mackenzie English. Bertie Goodall. Nathan Fothergill. Sadie Mae Goodrum. Reese Christopher Higginson. Caitlin Rebecca Mitchell. Alexandra Stoiker. Joshua Robert Sutcliffe. And Dana King. Please, may all Griesdale College graduates who have completed the following programs stand: Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Laws.
By my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I confer upon these members of Griesdale College the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations. Well done, all of you. Well, we've almost reached the end of this congregation. We've seen some hesitant steps, some confident steps across the stage. We've heard some amazing words of wisdom from our Alumni Award winner, Vanessa. Thank you very much indeed. I have those words ringing in my head, particularly about outworking everyone else. That's tough, but good advice, I'm sure. So many things that you've told us about your experience and the transformation and the success that you've had from your Lancaster degree, but I'm conscious that in this room too are a host of new graduates who are going to go on to success just as great as yours, and I'm confident of that. And while you at the back don't quite get the view that I have, it is so exciting to see those smiles, those fist pumps of triumph that recognise the achievement in getting the Lancaster degree. Many congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud and excited to be a part of your big day. Now, I hope you'll indulge me for just a second, because this is a really important ceremony, but it's been one of 12 ceremonies that we've done. And I just want to say a few words of thanks to a number of people who've been behind 4 days of ceremony like this. I'd like to thank our musicians, the London Fanfare Trumpets. You've done a fantastic job, though your job isn't quite over, as I'm sure you know. Our organist, Michael Wynne, supporting an injury today, has triumphed. I'd like to thank our signers, who've been brilliant throughout all of the ceremonies. Thank you so much. And behind all of this is a facilities team, a cleaning team, our porters, security, FGH security. We've had creative studios who've done the technical support, the ISS team and photography, and a wonderful team of volunteers. And I did just want to say thank you, especially to Anna Mackenzie, who's standing at the back looking very bashful, but you and your team have done a fantastic job with these graduation ceremonies, so thank you all. But this ceremony is due to come to its conclusion now, so that you can go off and celebrate tonight. So can I ask you all to stand, please? I declare closed this congregation of the University of Lancaster. Long may the university prosper.